Shai, they took control in that third quarter. Seemed like some things did break your way that quarter. What did you feel or notice on the floor as the difference in that frame?
Yeah. Some unfortunate things like it was like flagrant, and then attack. That's like 3 points.
Take foul.
Yeah, there was a take foul. It's 4 points. Then there's like then they get the ball back and score. I think. So that's like 8 points, and the lead ended up being like 11 at the end of the third. So that's basically the whole lead, which changes the whole game. Now, obviously, you don't use it as an excuse. There were some things in the game we could have controlled. They didn't go our way. We didn't control them. That's why we lost tonight. But you learn from experiences. 8th loss of the season. We'll get better from it for sure. And be a better team for the next game, which is what we try to do every night.
Dub, I think of the 8 losses, only one has been by double digits, and that was 11. How have you guys, even when you've been down, managed to kind of find your way back to 1 or 2 possessions there late just to give yourselves a shot?
Execution down the stretch was good. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Execution was good. That's my answer. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. I remember. I was gonna say just how we were able to, like, regardless of the circumstance, like, keep playing and fight through some adversity. Understanding that the game was just a game of runs and we weren't like too far out of it. It's not like we were down 20 or we were just down like 10, 11. So we knew we got to get a couple stops. Late game, we were doing a good job of keeping it close, and they hit some big shots down the stretch too. So, but yeah, just try to keep it close the whole game and hopefully rely on them making a mistake to let us back in the game.
Riley?
You guys obviously have dealt with zone, in these last few games against the Cavs twice and now the Mavericks. What's kind of the key differences that you've seen with having success against the Cavs once and then now this game?
Honestly, our progression for the zone this game was good. We just didn't make shots, to be completely honest with you. It's probably something that we'll look at. I'll look at again with this like 2 days off to kind of like nitpick, but I think our process was good. They like kind of like doubled Shai out of it, and like our attacks were good. Like we just didn't make shots, and that's how basketball works.
And I asked Coach this before the game, but like at the midway point of the season, obviously we were all reflecting on the year. Like how often do you guys do that throughout the season? Is like a certain benchmarks throughout the year that you kind of look at trends and try to adjust to certain things?
For me personally, I'd be trying to just wait until it get halfway done, and I'm like, woo-hoo. And then it's kind of it. I don't really have like, I don't really have like a goal to like have something within the mid thing. The season kind of feels like such a blur, and like everything's just kind of thrown at you. So, like, what game is this? 44? Yeah, like it doesn't even feel like that. So we just try and like, I think we do a good job as an organization and a team of just like one game at a time, so it doesn't get overwhelming. I think once you start trying to like look ahead and be like, this is where you want to be in 10 games, it kind of drags on a little bit. So we do a good job of doing like just one game at a time. When you get to that spot, you get to that spot.
Shai, I know you kind of shook your head with some of the games PJ's had against you guys, with you going back to college with him. What about this matchup do you kind of makes him a tough cover?
I don't know. Guess he gets up for it. I don't know. But yeah, he's played well. These games aren't the be-all end-all, but the opportunities to get better, and we got to get better in that aspect of I guess the matchup for sure.
Michael Martin, go ahead.
Dub, earlier Mark was in here and he was talking about just how different the 4 games are that you guys have played against this team, just given all the personnel differences and just the injuries and availability. Are there any real things that you can take out of just these 4 games that you played against them, I guess, that are just tangible, or is it just too different from game to game?
You're saying just with Dallas or just these?
Yeah.
They're a really good team, like just throughout. So a lot of it is like trying to simulate. I wouldn't say a playoff field, but just like the physicality of the game. Like they're one of those teams where like that's what it feels like. So that's been like one of the things that we try and like remember and stay consistent with, and try and have an approach to that. But I feel like just for both teams, like it's been so many different looks of like who's healthy, who's hurt, who's playing throughout our time playing each other. It's kind of like it's hard to line each other up. You know what I mean? Like one game he doesn't play. They obviously have guys out. We have yet to have a full team. So it's kind of it's funny. It's like both teams play each other a lot, but we're also like trying to like figure out each other, and like both teams are super deep as far as their roster. So it feels like every game everybody's trying to like feel each other out and try different stuff.